This video is for the fake news detection assignment. First, what you're going to do is click next to your name and add your partner's name. Next, what you're going to do is share the document with your partner. So you'll type in their email address and click send. And that way you can both technically work on it together. Next, what you're going to do is you're going to scroll down and we're going to do a reverse image search to determine if a photograph is real. So first you're going to click the link shown here in blue. And you're just going to have to click the text that appears underneath it. And it's going to show a picture right at the top of the article. And what you're going to do shows President Obama helping people in Hurricane Harvey. We're going to put our pointer on it. Two-finger click on your touchpad. Click on Copy Image Address. Then we're going to open up a new tab. And in this new tab, we're going to go to images.google.com. And then what we're going to do is click on the little camera icon. And we're going to paste the image URL by hitting Control-V on our keyboard. It's going to come up with the URL of the image. Click on Search by Image. Okay, and then what we want to do is we want to scroll down, and it says outdated photo wrongly suggests that Barack Obama is helping. And you can always click on the article to look. So then what we're going to do is click back over to your work. Does the image truly show former President Barack Obama serving food to Hurricane Harvey victims? No, because the photo is, and we can look at the actual Google search and find out by clicking on the link. And we know that the photo itself is actually from November 25th, 2015. So we can say that. And then what we're going to do is we're going to go down to the next page. The next page, what we're going to do is evaluate two news articles to tell if they are actually true. So first, what you're going to do is we're going to click on the news article that's shown here, click on the text that appears underneath it. All right, and then what you're going to have to do is kind of look at the article and then answer some questions. So what we're going to do right now is put our pointer on the button next to the X. You're going to hold down your finger on the pointer. You're going to see a little right arrow. You're going to drag over to the right arrow. It's going to put the article on the right-hand side. You're then going to drag your work over to the left-hand side. So it's going to make it a lot easier to be able to read the article, answer the questions. So what you're going to do is you're going to double-click on the 10 questions for fake news detection. And then what you're going to do is you're going to answer each of the questions, and you're going to copy and paste this little box to put around the yes or the no. So here's the little box. You're just going to hit Control-C on your keyboard. All right, and the first question, gauge your emotional reaction. Is it strong? Are you angry? Are you intensely hoping the information turns out to be true? Totally up to you. FDA approved. Paint dinner and children's cereals. I'd say probably it would make me angry, so I'm going to put yes. And then what you want to continue doing is answer up all of these questions. And really, anytime you answer something with a red flag, it means that it might not be true. So we'll just do the next couple of ones together. Consider the headline or main message. Does it use excessive punctuation or all caps? No. So we'll hit Control-V again to paste that little box. And then we're just going to drag it over to no. Does it make a claim containing a secret or telling you something the media doesn't want you to know? I would say no. And so again, hit Control-V and drag it on over to the no part. Then, is the information designed for easy sharing, like a meme? Nah, a little bit, because there's a share button right there. So we'll drag that over.
Good morning. This is Kelly Daly demonstration. Please stand for a moment of silence.
Consider the source of the information. Is it a well-known source? Have you ever heard of Natural Society? If not, Control V, and drag. Is there a byline, an author's name? Yes.
Thank you. Happy birthday to Miss Orla.
Does the site describe itself as a fantasy news or satirical news site? No. So remember, you want to hit Control and V every time you want to paste one of those boxes.
Happy first day of school, middle school students. It's great to see you all, 6th, 7th, and 8th graders.
Does the person that produced the information have professional qualifications? Let's try Google searching her
I'm
name.
so excited to have you as the leaders of HMS. At this point, I would like to welcome our new 5th graders to the middle school. You are going to love this school culture and enjoy the positive role models that you have here in the older kids. I would like to give a special thank you to all of our custodial staff for getting the school ready for us. They've been huge as far as the work they've done in the last 3 weeks to get this place.
So all we know is she's a humanitarian freelance writer. We don't really know where she went to school. So we're going to say no.
Prepared for today. And also, boys and girls, as you sit in those classes, you can look up the teachers in your rooms and just say thank you because they've been here learning about you, setting up your rooms.
Does the contact us section include an email address? So looking at the article, do we see an email address?
For the next 2 weeks, tomorrow is the Patriots Open. I've already had 3 students ask me who can have a Patriots Day, and my answer to that is, of course we can have a Patriots Day tomorrow. So it doesn't mean go out and buy anything, but if you have
I'm going to go back to the article.
you can bring it in, you can wear it to show our Patriots.
And if we see an email address,
So tomorrow is Patriots Day at HMS.
which we don't,
Next Monday and Tuesday will be open house.
so we're going to say no.
6th grade parents, and 7th and 8th is on Tuesday. Next Thursday, we have our 5th graders listen up, our instrumental night. If you're going to play instrumental, that will be the night that you need to.
Does a quick search for the name of the website raise any suspicions? So Natural Society, what we're going to do is Google Natural Society.
Next week is Spirit Day. We'll be talking about that with you this week and in lunches as well, when she starts practice. 5th graders go to what Spirit Day is. It's each grade opens and we meet the gym, and we get together
I would say,
as a whole school community and celebrate school spirit. But you also do
not really.
There's a winner picked for the class of World Spirit. So it's a special day. So there's a lot going on in here to start off HMS. Have a wonderful first day of school. Today is A-Day. Have a wonderful first day of school. A great
Does the
week.
example you're evaluating have a current date on it? So again, we want to look back to the article. All right, and March 27th, 2014. Kind of up to you, a little bit outdated. So we can say no, or you can say yes, totally up to you. We'll say maybe yes. Does the example cite a variety of sources, including official or expert sources? So, you know, they do have some links to stuff. We can click on one of those links and see if it has, you know, good, reliable sources. Personally, I've never heard of Chowhound, so I'm going to say no. And then does the example hyperlink to other quality sources? Kind of the same as the last question. So again, I'm going to say no, because it links to stuff that I've never heard of. Can you confirm using a reverse image search that any images in your example are authentic? So again, what we're going to do is we're going to go over to the picture and we're going to double click or 2-finger click, copy image address, and click on a new tab. We're going to go back over to images.google.com, click on, so we can't really, there we go, there's the search by image button, the little camera icon, Control V in order to paste, and then hit enter in order to search. And then if we take a look at some of the different, you know, places that we kind of found our information, visually similar inches. So I'd say it's not necessarily, you know, suspicious. So for reverse image search, can we claim that any images are authentic? We would say yes, they are indeed authentic, meaning that they haven't been changed, they're not fake. And then finally, the last question. If you searched for this example on a fact-checking site such as Snopes.com, factcheck.org, or PolitiFact.com, is there a fact check that labels it as less than true? So what we can do is we can look at Snopes.com. So you're going to open up a new tab. You're going to go to snopes.com. And what we're going to do is we're going to search keyword. So what we can do is just actually go back over to the article, and we can just go ahead and search the title of the article. So highlight it, Control-C to copy it, and then back over to the Snopes tab and hit Control-V in order to paste it. Hit Enter to search. And then what we're going to do is click on the first one that comes up, and we're going to check and see if it's false. And it does say that it's false. So what we're going to do is go back over to our work here, and the last question, of course, says, if you search for this example, is there a fact check that labels it as less than true? Unfortunately, yes. So then what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and answer that with the yes down at the bottom. And then we're going to hit Save and Close. So now, if we take a look at all of our red flags, that's going to help us to answer this last question. Overall, do you think this news article has true information? Why or why not? So we're going to count up our red flags. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that's 8 red flags. So I'm going to say that it's probably not true, and especially because when we checked on Snopes.com, it said it's not true. So I'm going to say no, because this article has 8 red flags. And Snopes.com says it's false. So we know that this is probably not a true news story. And so then the last thing that you're going to do is click on, and actually I think we're pretty much all set. There's one other one down on the next page, and there's another article, and that's it.